Oh, this you crazy mother.
I'm alright. Completely missed. Go again!
Fucking hell, nutter.
So first things first, how the fuck did I get to 5,000 subscribers? Only felt like yesterday I hit 1,000, did the peg giveaway, and I did say when I get to each milestone, if I ever got there, I'll do another giveaway. So at some point it's going to be a 5k giveaway, got some cool shit to give away, and thanks for the support, legends. So first things first, got some materials here. Funny enough, I'd already taken this apart, ready to be transported, but I'm going to put it back together purposely because someone's asked me, how do I make my pallet ramps? Can I do a little tutorial? So I'm going to do that out of the way to start this video. Quick tutorial, really basic. First things first, get some timber, get an impact driver, get some screws, get your pallets, and always get 2 pallets that match. Yeah, since building my skate park, I know everything about pallets, every sort of pallet. Blue ones, red ones, Euro ones, EPAL, all that shit. I know which ones are hot and which ones are not. And the Euro pallets, bloody heavy, but they are strong as fuck. And I've got 2 here. And because they match, when you screw them all together, they will stay flush. So you start off, get your 2 timbers. I've got nails in these bloody timbers, but it'll do. Put the timbers over the joins, get a couple screws. I mean, you can stick another timber in the middle, depending on what timber you've got. But for now, I'm going to take this back apart after, obviously. I'm just showcasing how easy it is to make ramps out of pallets. So next stage, stand the fucker up. So I put these 2 pieces in for the next pallet in which the actual ramp's going to sit on. Just got one more piece of screw in. And when you're doing this part, please use screws. You use nails and the ramp ain't right, taking it apart after, pain in the ass. Use screws to start, a lot easier. Beauty, right. So now I've got to attach that onto the end of this piece, then it can sit down and you'll see the actual the ramp structure itself. And that's pretty much it. I mean, once you've got it in the field, you can kind of knock posts in here into the floor, then screw it in to get rid of that bounce there, or you can put bricks underneath there. If you've got more timber, obviously that can be screwed in. Really straightforward. I didn't want to go too mad because I've got to take this back apart, but as you can see, you use the same size pallets, that becomes flush when it's all screwed together, chicken wire over the top, and that is a launcher. So yeah, I didn't want to sort of drag this video out too long. Little tutorial, it's really straightforward. Like I say, you can put extra supports in that quite easily. When you've got that in the field, you can knock stumps in the side, screw it in, fix it into the floor. For the bottom, just chuck dirt at the bottom, and if the actual angle ain't right, just pack up the bottom with bricks, or use a bigger pallet and screw it on that end. That's a smaller version. The bigger version used to be in my trail. And this is a longer version. Obviously I've taken it apart now. But you can see once it's covered in chicken wire, the joints are flush. And that thing sends you perfectly. So yeah, that was really quickly done, but you can kind of get the gist of how that goes together. Really straightforward. Use the same size pallets for the actual face, and like I say, to get it higher, use a bigger pallet there. Then to get the right angle, all you have to do is pack out the bottom there. And you've just seen us using a bigger kicker when it was in the trail, and the more I think about it, that canyon gap I went to recently, I would have preferred to have a booter like that. Screw together 3 pallets, stick it in place. If the gap ain't right, move it back or move it forward. And I look forward to the person who's going to test it, first jump it, because I know how that thing sends me, the pallet jump. Whereas the thing they built up in the woods looks a bit questionable, but we'll soon find out how it sends us.
Let's get it on.
You don't give a what, we don't give a what. Get it on the floor, get it on the floor, get it on the floor.
So hopefully that tutorial was good enough. Just get yourself some pallets, get yourself some timber, some screws and an impact driver, and get making. And just make up as you go along. Use some of the tips that I've used, or just do it yourself and go the way you want to do it. So next question. Can you build an entire mountain bike track with just a rake? The answer, yes. I spent 6 hours, 3 different nights, raking on a certain hill. I then called it the Percy Trail, deep in King's Cliff. And the end result was really fun. I did it all by myself. I just went out there with just a rake, and you find a lot of the topsoil up there where it's not been touched in years, was more like mulch. It was literally decayed leaves, and it was so much fun. You can build a whole mountain bike track with just a rake. So yeah, the plan of attack, carry on that trail that comes through here, get this all raked nicely, down this little slope here, and the plan is to go off that drop there, so all that sort of needs raking out. So from a different angle, off that rock there, down into this slope, I've put a little temporary berm there just to put you back on track, down through there, and there's a berm at the bottom. So yeah, a little basic berm there, all done with a rake, round the corner, and the path carries on down through there.
What we do here is go back.
Here's another thing you can do when it comes to making little pallet ramps. See, I make my own little pallets, miniature versions, and I've got 3 the same size, same principle. You can practice with these. Ta-da! Miniature version. You can put little packers underneath the bottom as if it was sat on bricks. That angle looks pretty good. This is actually something I did when I was actually building my skate park. I got a lot of these little pallets, I made them up, and I was able to sort of move them around, see what sort of things I could build with them. And yeah, look, you can make little miniature ramps. And that's exactly how the ramp would look like, just in smaller scale. It's like an engineering drawing. You get given a drawing, it's never to scale. That's obviously a smaller version, but you can kind of get the gist of what it would look like when it's bigger. Look at that. So the mountain bike is fixed again. Finally got a mud guard put on the front. Actually stuck with my tyres for now. Good reason. In the future I want to get new wheels. So when I was talking to Sam at Amp Cycle Works, it's not really worth changing the whole tubeless setup right now if I'm going to change the wheels at some point, because I'll have to do it all over again. So I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to be sliding around a bit more through winter, but fuck it. They still got plenty of tread left on them. That guard is going to be a lifesaver. I've never had a mud guard on any of my mountain bikes, and last time I went out on that bike, after I went to the spot with the canyon gap, I went up Kingscliff. I rode from the top track right down, got halfway down, and I rid over dog shit. And you know what happens when you're going real fast and you ride over dog shit? Not just normal dog shit, proper ginger dog shit. Sometimes I go through horse shit. It smells a bit funky, but you get over it. But when you go for a proper ginger dog shit, all hell breaks loose. Some of it was on my face. It was all over my bike. I apologise if you're eating right now, but we've all been there. I've done it on my BMX, and I did it on my mountain bike. And I said enough is enough. I need to stop it going towards my face, either it be dog shit or mud. So I've got my little guard on, and that bike is now sweet again, because I have a new bottom bracket. So I gave you a few pointers on how to make a pallet ramp. I love pallets. Like I say, you can get these little mini pallets on eBay if you want to go down that route and mess around with the smaller versions first. My mountain bike is now fixed. That is ready to go back in the woods tomorrow. I'm not too sure if the canyon gap's ready yet. If it is, I'm gonna have a bloody look at it. I'm gonna get in there early, do a bit of raking first, because you can make a cool trail with just a rake, like I said. There's a lot of big issues up there. Who can dig up there? Who can do what up there? So I'm gonna stay away from all that. I'm not gonna go up there and start digging shit and getting people moaning at me. I'll happily go up there and rake the existing trails, because a lot of the trails from the top to the bottom are 2 foot under branches and leaves and shit. So I want to get those paths running again. And I feel a lot of mountain bikers, they kind of take advantage of all these local spots. They go in there, they just ride it rather than doing any maintenance to the spot. A lot of times when I go in, I do walk the trails. Any sort of branches that come down, I move them. Any big pile of leaves, I'll move that as well, just to make it easier for the next people that are coming in. Because I always get out there really early, and by the time I'm done, the next group come in and the next group after that. So we all got to look after each other. If you see a massive big ginger turd in the middle of the track, get a little twig and flick it away, don't leave it there. So thank you for getting me to 5,000 subscribers. The giveaway is coming up, and I will explain what I'm giving away. It's definitely going to be another pair of Baskett pegs. That's going to be part of the giveaway, but there's going to be other things. And yeah, just a little update really. I've been waiting all week for the bottom bracket to turn up so my bike was ready again. And yeah, I've not forgot, just because of the weather, I've not been able to do this rail setup. But like I say, it's all manufactured up ready for a future vlog. And that's how winter goes. You kind of get your ideas, you make your stuff up, but you've got to wait for the weather to do certain things. There's no way I am doing this rail gap setup when it's wet or cold or nasty weather, especially wind. If I do it in the wind, I'll probably die. But you know the crack. The rail's been made, it's been set, the BMX is ready, so as soon as I get that opportunity, I'll be bloody on it. I've got so many ideas, I've got so many locations, I've got so many videos to make, and slowly but surely I will get them all done when I get time. I am just slowly picking them off one by one. I hope you enjoyed this one, thanks for watching, and bye for now. Yeah, no more dog shit in my face. Maybe up my back though, because I haven't got a guard on the back, but that's all good. Bit of dog shit in the hair, I don't care.